The bird who carried the dawn. Once upon a time, in a valley nestled between rolling emerald hills, there lived a little bird named Lyra. Lyra was smaller than the other birds in her flock, with feathers the color of midnight and a tiny beak that curved like a crescent moon. But what made Lyra special was not her size or color. It was the curiosity that sparkled in her eyes every time she looked at the sky. Every morning, as the sun's first rays painted the clouds pink and gold, Lyra would hop to the highest branch of the tallest tree and gaze at the horizon. She listened to the stories the winds whispered, stories about faraway lands, sleeping mountains, and great rivers that shimmered under the morning sun. But what fascinated Lyra the most was dawn itself, the magical moment when darkness melted away and day was born anew. One chilly morning, while dew still clung to every leaf, Lyra noticed something strange. The sky remained dark, even as the others chirped and stretched their wings, expecting the sun. The usual golden glow did not break the horizon. Instead, a deep blue shadow lingered, and the valley stayed wrapped in night. The elder birds began to worry. "What happened to the dawn?" they asked each other, their feathers ruffling with unease. The flowers didn't open. The bees did not buzz. Even the river seemed to flow slower, as if waiting for the light. Lyra's heart fluttered with concern. She decided to visit the wise owl who lived at the edge of the valley, for everyone knew that Owl understood things that others did not. She flew through the gloom, her wings beating steadily. When she reached the ancient oak where Owl perched, she called out softly. Owl blinked his golden eyes and listened as Lyra explained the darkness that would not leave. Owl nodded. "Sometimes the dawn gets lost," he said in a gentle, rumbling voice. "It is a fragile thing, easily misplaced when the world forgets to hope. If you want to find the dawn, you must fly farther than you ever have before, beyond the hills to where the sky touches the earth." Lyra gulped. She had never flown so far, but she remembered how she loved the dawn and how the valley needed its light. "Will you help me?" she asked. Owl looked at her with a kind smile. "I will give you a feather from my wing. It will guide you through the darkness and help you see what cannot be seen." With the owl's feather tucked under her own, Lyra took flight. She soared over the fields, past silent streams, and through forests that seemed to slumber without the sun. The world was hushed, waiting for something it could not name. As she flew, Lyra noticed a faint glow ahead, like a lantern in the deepest night. She followed it, her wings growing tired but her heart determined. The glow grew brighter until she reached a clearing she had never seen before. There, on a mossy stone, sat a tiny creature with wings of light, so bright Lyra had to shield her eyes. It was the dawn herself, curled into a ball and shivering. "Why are you here alone?" Lyra asked gently. The dawn looked up, her eyes filled with tears that sparkled like dew. "Last night, I tried to rise as I always do, but I felt so small. The world was heavy with worries and dreams that seemed too far away. I was afraid I would not be enough." Lyra's heart ached for the dawn. She remembered times when she too felt small and uncertain. She hopped closer and offered her wing. "Sometimes even the bravest need help," Lyra whispered. "Let me carry you. I will remind the world how beautiful you are." The dawn smiled, her light growing brighter. Carefully she fluttered onto Lyra's back, nestling among her midnight feathers. Lyra felt warmth spreading through her wings, filling her with courage. With dawn on her back and the owl's feather guiding her, Lyra began the journey home. As she flew, the sky behind her began to glow. First a soft pink, then a brilliant orange, until the whole valley shimmered with the promise of a new day. Below, the flowers opened their petals, the bees danced from bloom to bloom, and the river sparkled as it hurried along its path. The elder birds lifted their voices in joyful song, and every creature in the valley felt hope return. When Lyra finally landed in the tallest tree, the dawn leaped from her back and soared into the sky, painting the clouds with gold and rose. Lyra's friends gathered around, their eyes wide with wonder. "You carried the dawn back to us!" they chirped in amazement. Lyra smiled a little shy. Sometimes when the world feels dark, it just needs someone brave enough to carry the light. From that day on, whenever the valley awoke to a brilliant, beautiful dawn, the birds remembered the story of the little bird who carried the dawn. And Lyra, though still small, felt her heart shine brighter than ever before, knowing that even the tiniest wings can bring hope to the world. As seasons changed and years passed, Lyra's adventure became a favorite tale among the valley's creatures. Young birds listened wide-eyed, learning that courage isn't about being the biggest or the strongest, but about caring enough to help when hope seems lost. And so every morning, as the first light kissed the treetops, Lyra would perch on her favorite branch, watching the sunrise she had once carried, and quietly remind herself and all who listened that the dawn always returns, especially when we carry it together.